Uh, this one on Sunday. We'll take on the winner of Principia College and Loyola University Chicago. That'll be a great matchup there. But we have a good 80 minutes of rugby coming to you today in the semifinals. We are excited to go as you take a look there at the NC State Wolfpack. Bit of an international flavor to this team. We'll get to see what they're all about as they get going. They've got a lot of fans here at Aviva Stadium. Really looking into them. Light breeze here today, and it is going to be, a relatively moderate day in terms of weather for this part of the country. So that should be exciting. As you see right there on your screen is IUP. Teams ready to get going here. We are ready to get going here. We have Rachel Hill set to referee this matchup. Going to be a good game for her. Good refereeing teams. You see ball in hand there in the hands of Harry Jones, who will kick this one off for NC State to the waiting Indiana University Pennsylvania players. Team ready almost to get to the underway here in this NCR National Collegiate Rugby semifinal matchup. Left to right on your screen is NC State. Right to left is IUP. And we are underway here in the Space City. Division II semifinal coming at you. Deep kick. Rolling towards touch, taken down by Fischio from IUP. He's deep inside his own zone. Decides to have a bit of a run. Scrum half Ronald Beach coming in for that one. Puts a good boot up there, but doesn't find too much distance on it. Here come the Wolfpack. First opportunity with the ball here. Wolfpack, coached by Brian Ketchum, get an early penalty here in this matchup, and it is NC State an opportunity here. See if they decide to go to the corner or if they decide to go for post. They've gone for the corner, trying to make a big statement here early on. Are the Wolfpack. Great work from this team to move down this end. Both these teams, excellent opportunity to get to this game. NC State, you're going to watch out for a number of really good players here. Craig Jablonski, Ollie Swales, and Thomas Young are the players to watch here. As you see, Dan Bennett set the puts this one in with a little late kit change. So if we get a couple numbers wrong early, just bear with us here. That one does not go straight, according to the referee. So we are going to come back here for a scrum at the 15-meter line, just inside their own 22 for IUP. Early opportunity for them. And we continue to roll forward here at Aviva. Referee just making sure that everybody is in the rightful places there. She wants to set a nice early tone, even for both of these teams. Ball in from IUP. Good pressure coming on from the Wolfpack. Rachel Hill oversees this one. Steady scrum. They're going to put that one out the back. Running from inside their own 22 is IUP, the Crimson Hawks. Crimson Hawks moving that ball. Little pot of waiting forwards there just inside the 22. Back to the waiting Barry Ashway. Ashway puts that one up into the hands of a winger there for NC State. NC State coming in. Jablonski, the scrum half. We talked about him just before. Finds one of his big units. Looked like David Ogden. A little differently striped jersey. Second penalty here against IUP. Another opportunity for NC State. As Henry Jones checks up to kick this one again. Henry Jones, a senior from Asheville, North Carolina. And I am here today with Pat Clifton for this exciting semifinal matchup. Pat, good to be back together again. Ball underway here from NC State.
Absolutely, a great day, a great matchup here.
And NC State takes that one into contact quickly, wrapping around the side. NC State gets a ball wide there. They are out to their fullback. He chips one through. It's in the try zone, but IUP is going to be able to get back on that, touch it down, and it will be ball here for IUP. But good daring work there. Young is one of the people to watch there. Business administration major from the Netherlands playing at NC State. We set a bit of an international flavor on this NC State team.
Playing with it for the first time. Going to put them under a lot of pressure. Kicks it high. Going to be very returnable here for NC State.
And here comes NC State on the run. As Pat said, they've taken it out to one edge. We'll see where they go with this. They have their forwards just lined up, ready to pound it in. Off they come, another waiting pot of forwards, just directing traffic back there, the backs. And that is the big unit, Ibrahim Harb. Harb takes that one in, crashes it there just at the line there. Good run coming in, reaching for the line, not quite there. Rachel Hill on the spot looking for it. Swales behind, directing traffic, but trying to go the direct route through the forwards are the NC State Wolfpack. Wolfpack looking for the first try of the game. Rachel Hill sees it's held up. So we're going to have a goal line dropout here again to IUP. Pat, all of this first half has been in the first 5 minutes, have been in the IUP zone. They need to do a little work to get out of here.
That's right. They got a little bit of a break and then got a goal line dropout and immediately were right under pressure. So they're going to want to try and avoid that here. Maybe try to see if you can get it to bounce in touch and then out of bounds. This is the held up here. You're seeing it looks like the wing here from IUP just gets under that ball as NC State's trying to ground it. Manages to get the call. Looks like we didn't have a drop kick, is what the call was from the referee.
Didn't quite see what happened with the infraction there, but something on that goal line dropout brings it back. So 5-meter scrum to NC State, the Wolfpack. All of this work down in this end. We'll see what it comes to from here. Wolfpack ball coming in. Strong, steady, stable scrum would be important. And it is so. There's Swales. Swales knocks an early one on. Bit of nerves on him. Referee hasn't spotted it. Says everything's good. I thought it was there, but certainly we're going to keep going as the ball comes out to Ogden. Ogden's carried several times in this first few minutes. Rocking around they go, just ripping the ball out the back. Good defensive work here from IUP. Pouncing on this ball. A lot of work on defense here to stave off this Wolfpack attack. Again, ball just not making touch. Players here to run onto it. Young, the player from the Netherlands, again, puts it in behind. Can he get there? He cannot. Dominic Holmes is going to touch that down for IUP. And IUP, another goal line dropout here, Pat. It's been all NC State.
Well, if they haven't practiced it leading up to Houston, they're getting plenty of practice here in the semifinal going into potentially the championship game. The ball don't lie, as they say in sports, and I think NC State got away with a little bit of a knock on there from the fly half volley swales, and the referee didn't catch it. They played on. IUP was able to turn it over, and they still haven't conceded a try under this immense pressure.
Nice pass out wide. They're moving this one on. NC State looking for runners again. Their pattern's pretty clear, just drawing in some players with their big runners. That's Harb. Loving watching him run. The sophomore from Jerusalem, Palestine draws in another penalty. Not rolling away. Pat, this IUP team is going to need to be careful. This is a number of penalties they're racking up inside their 22.
Absolutely. With this many in this part of the field in a row, you usually start to see if the referee's getting a little itchy and reaching towards the pocket. So far, she hasn't even called anybody in for a warning, so that's a good sign. But they're starting to rack up here for the Crimson Hawks, and they're going to have to button up their discipline for sure.
Rachel Hill joined on the refereeing team by Matt Lake and Tora Corrigan. Number 4 is Nigel Platt for this game, our great refereeing team here at the NCR National Collegiate Rugby Division II semifinals. Another line out here. Opting to go for the try is NC State. They want to play some fun ball. That one has to be top back. Jablonski dives on it. Scrum half with no fear, but knocks it on in there. Does Jablonski, the first-year player from Shoreham, New York. Played with Montauk Rugby out on the very tip of Long Island. A lot of great youth rugby out there for decades, Pat, and now playing at NC State.
Absolutely. This is got the makings of one of those heavyweight fights where both guys are throwing haymakers early on. We got 2 recent national champions. Of course, IUP, the defending Sevens national champions, and the Wolfpack won the 15s national championship back in 2018.
Ball coming off the back there for Stalling. They put it out. Again, not looking to play territory. Maybe they want to play down the other end of the field for a bit, but players just coming in on a bit of an angle off their feet, according to Rachel Hill. So opportunity here for IUP with ball at the mark. They can move the chains and push this one downfield here. As you see, beautiful Aviva Stadium there. And not finding touch again as they wrap that one around. There's Young, can't quite find that one. The player from the Netherlands. Fullback doing a lot of work from back there already. Good work at the breakdown by NC State, trying to slow things down. Dalton Peluso comes on. But players not clearing off there, according to referee Hill. The opportunity here for IUP. Possibly put this one a little further downfield as Tyler Johnson, the senior from Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, finally finds touch for IUP, but not a great distance line out here. But really, Pat, they've been on defense, first attacking opportunity for this Crimson Hawks team.
That's right. They're almost there. They're almost on the right side of the field here. And what a feat it's been to get here. 3 goal line dropouts to survive that and get some attacking rugby. That's a pretty impressive early win here for the Crimson Hawks.
Loose ball, but it comes back IUP way. Beach finds Ashway. Ashway finds the middle of the field. Good contact from NC State. Beach again. Had runners either way there to the senior from New Kensington, Pennsylvania. Little ball out to Ashway. Ashway with a little nip in behind there. This one for Young. Young's across the field. He's not afraid to run from just inside his own 40. He's going to find some green grass, but the hands of a waiting back 3 player here from IUP. Good tackle there on Brian Arnold. Arnold able to recycle that one. Ball, little tip pass up there to Peluso. Dalton Peluso, the sophomore. West Allegheny High School rugby. Playing now at IUP. Another little tip pass in the forwards. Not getting a lot of go forward on those as Colton Moyer, the big fella, comes in and takes that. 6'7". He's getting a Master's of Science at IUP. Another little flat-footed ball for the Crimson Hawks. Working their way backwards just a bit here. Inside their own 40. They go for the little chip through. They're going to find a little bit of green grass there. They're going to find a player, but that looked knocked on from here, and it was Santino Fiscio. Thought he might be away, the first-year player, but just a knock on. Will come to the scrum to NC State.
I really like that kick. There's no loss in that kick, even though they didn't regather it. That's really a good result for them. They're able to put the ball down the field, put it towards the edge. If it dribbles out of bounds, that's fine. You can put them under pressure in the set piece. Test their back 3 a little bit and Now we reverse field, put them under pressure in the set piece. That's a good move for IUP, even though they weren't able to haul that in.
Very, very smart that was indeed. They moved themselves back just, 15, 20 meters, and a little kick through there just to change field, put it down the other end, even though it'll come up to NC State ball. It will be a good result for them. Great event here at Aviva Stadium. We were talking about some keys to the game, for these teams here. From IUP, we were really kind of talking about, keeping the ball moving, playing that territory game, and playing with patience, Pat. I mean, do you see that coming out early in the game?
Well, absolutely. I mean, the reason you want to see them kind of move the ball and get some fluidity is they're a really good sevens team, evidenced by the fact that they're the reigning sevens national champions. We've already seen Brian Arnold, RJ Beach, some of these guys that were really big playmakers for them in sevens, touch the ball quite a bit. Barry Ashway. That's kind of the spine of their attack. They're 9, 10, and 15. I think they're moving the ball well. They just got to get through these early game jitters, get through these knock-ons, possess a little ball, and probably in the attacking end. IUP needs to just get in the attacking end and play through the jitters, and I think you're going to see some of that open play, open up. But so far, the hallmarks of it, they're getting the ball to those guys. They just need a little bit more of it.
Referee Hill had a little microphone issue there, so just want to make sure our team is connected. So we're going to come down here for this NC State scrum. Jablonski to put this one in. You see Max maybe at the back there, the number 8. This Wolfpack team out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Free kick here to NC State. See what they decided to do. Jablonski just relaxes a second off that scrum infraction there. And NC State just chips that one in behind. It was a free kick, so it should be a line out here to IUP. They might want to keep ball in hand there, Pat.
That's right. They, of course, IUP helping out the referee, making sure she gets it right, and they take the line out where it needs to be. But probably a little ill-advised of a kick. There's nothing wrong with kicking off of a free kick like that. You just want to make sure it bounces in bounds so that you don't give up the yardage. But a big break here for the Crimson Hawks nonetheless, and now they're in the attacking end.
You see Trent stalling to put this one in, the junior from Imperial, Pennsylvania, in the thrower position here. There's a little wraparound. Ball into the hands of Dylan McNulty. Across there to Ashway. Ashway moves it in the center of the field. These are the two dangerous centers they're looking to get working in tandem here. Already seen some good decoy runs. Some balls coming in behind. A little chip over the top there from Beach. Well fielded by NC State. NC State just inside their own 40-meter line. Maybe some green grass down a little further inside to get it there. Ball tipped forward. It looks like that's that man again, Young. Big tackle comes in there from IUP. We had an advantage for an illegal tackle there. It didn't look like there's anything too much in it. Next one gets knocked on just a touch there. And they are going to award that penalty to NC State. Opportunity for the Wolfpack here to change the field again. Continue to play down on that IUP end as we're just over 13 minutes gone in this Division II semifinal.
She called high tackle, but you could see the ball carrier's legs got tipped above his upper body, which is generally going to draw a card. But lucky to get away with just a whistle there on that one for IUP. Got to look at that touch judge. A little long on the tooth, that assistant referee. He's got some experience down there.
We certainly do. Ball coming in from NC State. Referee Hill says that's fine, but good defensive pressure comes on. He's got to set the contact area right there. Little pick and go coming from some of the big units.
Mac, look forward! Mac, look forward!
Green ball this time for Jablonski. He's going to find a way forward. Just over the 40-meter line of IUP they go, forcing it back. Holly Swales now from Bristol, England. Played a bit with Bath. Parents Simon and Jess in the stands today. Simon, a former New Haven Rugby Club captain, watching his son play in the Division II semifinals. But that ball went forward and come up here for a scrum to IUP.
Impressed so far by IUP's defense and their resilience in that part of the game. They have had very little ball, as we've talked about, attacking, but they're turning back NC State and making it hard yards for them. So far, this is a defensive battle between both of these teams. Both of them struggling to get much with ball in hand. And IUP, despite the fact they've had their heels on their own goal line most of this game, their defense is really standing up well.
Shot of the aforementioned Swales right there. physics major. Flanker playing at fly half for the Wolfpack. Here comes IUP, however, that little dummy run, ball around the back, been using that quite a bit. Holmes, the number 16 jersey, the centers.
Max, watching.
Little ball out there from
No, hands out. Thank
active
you.
around those
That's fine.
breakdowns, trying to keep the defense honest.
No, that's fine.
Coming in here from NC State.
He came straight through.
That's fine. That one came out clean. McNulty has to clean that one up. Indiana, Pennsylvania native. Ball out to Ashway. Ashway goes in the middle of the field looking for a forward pot. Again, they take that one going back. Colton Moyer, the senior. Little pass is just not going ahead as Jordan Smith. Take
That's
that
in
one
from the
into
side.
Contact.
Yes.
Spotted players coming in illegally, however. Really watching around the breakdown. Both teams need
Right
to sort of
there.
change
Yep.
the way they're doing things, Pat, to really gain
Yes.
some continuity here as Johnson steps up to put this one out.
And chalk it up to over-aggression here early on in national semifinal. Both these teams wanting to lay down the marker and make an impression early on in the physical part of the game. IUP almost was able to get around the NC State defense there. They had the last defender, just needed one more pass, but good job by the Wolfpack to kind of close that gate just at the last second and force the Crimson Hawks into a spilled ball that Moyer was able to scoop up and keep going. But good defense there and timely defense there by the Wolfpack. They almost let IUP get going around the edge.
IUP, the typical lineout trickery that you see. Ball comes down cleanly for them. Dummy runner, they got runners coming in. Great line, but that one knocked on, nearly taken away. We have a double knock on there.
Scrum to
State
red.
player thought he was away to Damian Piasecki. We're going to come back here for a scrum to NC State. Center of the field, inside the 40-meter line. They've yet to unleash some of their dangerous runners in the back.
Both are
See what
driving
they
up,
come
okay?
up with
Let's
here.
keep that nice and straight, boys.
Nice and low, boys. Nice and low.
Piasecki had a good argument to make there. He might have had a nice bit of paddock to run over.
Fine.
That whistle wasn't blown. Charlotte Tiger in high school.
Piasecki from Argentina originally.
Yes, better boys.
Charlotte Tigers, Charlotte, North Carolina. Nice little move there from
Not releasing.
NC State, but very quick whistle for not
Yep.
releasing. Referee
Yep.
Hill, very, very quick with that, Pat.
Yeah, she was quick on the last whistle as well. Really unfortunate at that point when you get you're able to turn the ball over that quickly that you didn't get some advantage. She probably just needs to settle into this game a little bit too. We're approaching the first quarter being done. There's the tackle going in for a poach. I think that is actually a really good call. Just really good play, getting over the top of the ball there from Dylan McNulty. So that was a really, really good call, I think. In fact, just unfortunate that
I just missed
advantage
rucking,
didn't get
Pat.
played a little bit earlier.
Fred?
I might just miss rucking in my old age here as the ball comes up. Well taken by IUP. They're just inside the NC State half. Taking the ball back just a bit, looking to get one of these moves. And not going to hand to Holmes. We're going to come for a scrum to NC State.
Yes, that was
IUP
better,
just
boys,
really
better.
needs to settle down and
Yes.
kind of simplify for a few minutes here. They're about almost a quarter of the way through this match, and just some of these moves haven't gone to
Good job,
hand
you
for
two.
them.
Nice, nice.
They need to
Let's
just
do that
get
again.
into a rhythm before they can unleash them.
Yeah, it's difficult when most of your forward carries are going backwards. The Wolfpack defense is doing a good job. IUP has some height. You know, Moyer's 6'7", but they don't have a lot of stoutness and a lot of weight in that pack. And the Wolfpack, I think, is kind of pushing them around a little bit.
Ball across to Swales. They come out the back to Piasecki. Piasecki's looking for a lane. He's going to take that one into contact and reset. They've just come across. Jablonski back the other way. Inside the 40 they go. Ball in the hands of Big John Dewar.
Thank you. He's out. He's
Dewar,
good.
the sophomore from Winona, New Jersey. Hermits Rugby. St. Augustine Prep. Good defensive shooter there. Comes in, takes that away. They're going to go for the whip here. A little chip over the top. It's dancing inside the 22. It's near the try line. It's in the hands of Arnold. Arnold has the attention of two Wolfpack players. Wolfpack driving over this, looking for the turnover. Swales in there. Ball may be coming Wolfpack way. This may open up for them. We'll see what happens. Player in. Try awarded. NC State Wolfpack gets our first 5 points of the day. We'll get you a number on that player. It came out of number 8, Max maybe scores the try. 5 points to the good here for the Wolfpack.
Brian Arnold impressed by his resilience, taking that ball really fighting off NC State. But at the end of the day, there are way too many Wolfpack guys, way too many NC State forwards flying around. They were able to push over that ball, scoop it, and score. Once they were able to finally drive past it in that ruck, it was easy money. But Brian Arnold made them work for it very hard to actually get past the ball.
I'm good, thank you.
And finally, Max maybe, he was able to dot it down in the corner and put the Wolfpack on top of the Crimson Hawks here early going.
Right here.
If you look, Pat, where they scored that try, Queens University of Charlotte, who will play in the D1 National Championship tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll look it up for you. I'm checking on my times here. But anyway, Queens University of Charlotte going to play Brown University in the Division I Championship. They're cheering on a try by a fellow in-state school in NC State, so a lot of support there for them. As we take a look here at Henry Jones.
15.
To take this kick for the extras. First points just halfway through this half. That game tomorrow night is indeed at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Pardon me in my time zones. Ball comes up from Jones. Jones isn't going to find that one. We're at 5-0 NC State halfway through.
Here you see it again. NC State just too much, and Smaby's able to pick it up and score before anybody from IUP even knows he has the ball. Really impressed with his IUP defense. Played defense almost this entire 20 minutes. Their offense was really just in blips and 1 or 2 phases before they would manage to turn it over. And it took 20 minutes for NC State to punch one in. Impressive defense from IUP. Let's see if they've got some more in them.
Interestingly, this try scorer, Smaby, is a poultry science major from London, England. Agricultural school, NC State. Ball down, IUP. Quickly inside the NC State 22 for the first time. Swales over that ball. We'll see if he can turn this one over. Cannot. Ball coming around, little wraparound run there for Moyer, but Moyer held up outside the 5-meter. NC State.
We're still playing that high
little
advantage.
Pass back in to
We're still
Mahalik.
playing that high
Good
tackle
work there
advantage.
from the scrum half. Beach. It's a pretty consistent move for them. They look pretty practiced at it. As IUP on the 5-meter line. Again, they're going to go wide with this one, looking for a runner. They have people coming a couple different directions. Piasek there, in and over that ball. Referee
right here.
believes it may have been a little too quick. He was offside, so penalty here for IUP. Opportunity to even this up in the short term, Pat.
What a play by Colton Moyer, taking that restart. I like this cheeky little restart play here, too, on the penalty.
McAnulty, the finance major, takes that one in. These boys want their points. They do use this little back end. We've seen that twice now. Dalton Peluso, the criminology major, takes that one in. Peluso, 6', 180 on the flank. Here is a good run. Looks like a tying score. It's going to go under the post. IUP, Crimson Hawks, touchdown and answer quickly after an extended period of defense. A try from NC State. They work their way down and quickly get themselves on the board. And it's Colton Moyer gets a reward.
I could ask him about those horn fingers he's putting up, but Colton Moyer, this possession, this try, it's all him. And it's his sevens experience is dripping all over it. He takes the restart, puts the Crimson Hawks deep in the end, and then here a lock catches the ball just about 5 meters from the goal line. They usually bury their shoulders, go low, try to find some thigh meat with their shoulders. And what does Moyer do? He looks for the space, skirts around a couple of defenders, and finds his way and centers it even. It's not often you see a score from a lock, from point blank distance, able to find space and then center it. Colton Moyer, great possession for him to get the IUP Crimson Hawks on the board here.
Tyler Johnson to add the extras here. Should be pretty straightforward for him. And we have a lead change. That is 7-5. IUP leading NC State. Taking a look at the big fella just squirting through there. He did spend some time studying abroad in Australia and New Zealand, so played a bit of rugby when he was over there. So certainly has had some good experience.
Looked like he was just sneaking through the turnstiles to get on the bus or get on the subway there without anybody paying attention. Those two defenders couldn't catch him. Shaking down for a ticket.
NC State to get us restarted again through Jones.
On you.
Jones, senior from Asheville, North Carolina, industrial and systems engineering major. Launches a high one. It finds a couple of people. It's going to be a contact here from NC State, putting pressure on inside the 22. NC State, after a little let off there, will be looking to reset their territory game as they continue to play down here, continue to want to run, are the Crimson Hawks. Try score it, gets a hold of the ball, wrong end of the field this time. Moyer has to take that one down. We'll see if they decide to go for the kick eventually. Ashway standing back for it. Ashway chips a little one over. Doesn't find touch. Maybe not the right move there as the ball gets knocked on from the NC State player. They've had a pretty strong lineout, Pat. Should have just let that roll out, I think.
Yeah, he couldn't tell for sure into the future. If he'd have looked 10 seconds in the future and known his teammate was going to knock it on, he might not have gone to save it. Unfortunate play there. Hustle going unrewarded and in fact punished here as NC State tries to keep it alive. But the scoop up from the fullback, not clean. And IUP's got one of their, top 5 attacking platforms now on the other end of it.
I can just feel a coach on NC State saying, just because you saw that happen on TV doesn't mean we should do it here all the time. Even though here we are at Aviva Stadium, National Collegiate Rugby Division II semifinal. Winner of this game takes on winner of Principia Loyola University versus Chicago. That's going to be on Sunday. Ball in there, well wrapped around. Releasing according to the ref. A little harsh. So penalty's been going the other way as the ball comes up into the hands of Holmes.
We're here.
Hold 15.
Ball down to Beach. Beach puts it out to Mahalik. He's had some good runs. Moyer appears again.
He's
Starting
fine.
to
He's
feature
fine.
in this game as we're at the 26-minute
Yes.
mark. Ashway holds his run, takes a big hit for his troubles.
I'm
Able
happy
to
with that.
recycle.
I'm happy with it.
Beach finds a runner, little tip pass coming. Player goes in behind. So again, the ball eventually taken down by fullback Brian Arnold. Beach finds Ashway. Ashway, a little dump off there to Mahalik. Mahalik puts his 5'10", 220 business management frame in there. We have a crossing. We're to come back for a penalty
Time is off.
against IUP. We have a player down. Just attend to that player. Pat, it's getting a little more even here. It was all NC State
second.
for a while.
Give him that second
On
to
the
breathe.
scoreboard, IUP's able to get on, but they're starting to trade punches a little more.
They're getting into their rhythm.
Time
They
is
got
on.
through
It's
those
obstruction, it's a
early
penalty.
jittery moments. They've finally been able to string together
Mark
some
is right here.
phases. And even though they're turning over the ball there,
It's gonna
I
be a
credit to
penalty.
RJ
It's
Beach,
penalty.
their scrum half. Been really impressed with
Obstruction.
him. There was a time where looked like he was surrounded by about 3
Yep.
Wolfpack right around the ruck and was able to squeeze off a pass. And kind of like Mahomes being chased by some defensive ends there on a Sunday. He's doing a really good job of shepherding them
impressed with
around
the-
and finally stringing together some phases.
Time is off. We need a sub, which means we need a sub card for him.
Crossing penalty
Time is
there.
off.
I'm impressed with Beaches. He has a little movement around the back of the ruck there, Pat. It holds the defense for just an extra split second.
Medic. We've got medic coming.
He's playing a little marionette, like he's got some of those post and pillar defenders on a string.
Just put it down.
Player just being attended to
Time is
again
off.
here for NC State. Good medical staff here at
I
Aviva
can't hear
Stadium
you.
for National Collegiate Rugby. Player's going to
Got it.
come off, and that is the very influential number 8, Smaby. He's been very good so far, but safety first for these players and their health. Wait for a replacement to take the field. Going to come out in the form of Glory Shisola. Shisola wearing 21. Senior from Charlotte, North Carolina. Congolese originally. You see one of those wonderful rugby haircuts.
Time is on. Hold. Let me mark this.
What do you make of these new mouthpieces, John, that
There we
got
go,
the
boys.
teeth on the front?
Keep
Let
that
people know
tunnel.
you mean business when you're running with the ball, I think.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be
Hold
business,
black.
supposed to, frighten people a little bit. We'll see if it works for
Yes, I'm happy
Shisola.
with it. Go.
As NC State up with that one, move it just a bit wide. Get the hands of Shisola on the ball immediately. Continuing to wrap around, ball slides out past, not going to hand. Have to reset here. Inside their own 40-meter line, might want to look for just a bit of territory. Powering towards the 40, inch by inch if they have to up this field, come the Wolfpack. Back with the ball. one of their waiting front row forwards. Players coming over from IUP. We'll see the referee's whistle as time against IUP. NC State will just slow it down here most likely. Referee going to have a conversation with the captains of each team here. We'll lay out and listen in, see what
I'm having a little too many hands in the ground for that coach. Remember, those hands cannot be past the ball. They have to be on the ball. Okay, boys? Please go talk to your teams. Please handle it before I have to handle it, and I really don't want to. Okay? Thank you. Take time. Take time.
The referee says, you sort it out or I'll sort it out. Pat, the classic speech.
And she did a great job, I think, of telling them exactly what the problem was. If you're going to go poach the ball, you got to be honestly going for it, get your hands on it, and not just be looking for a penalty by laying over the top of it or leaning over the top
Penalty,
of it.
hands on the ground, diving. Yes.
Jones gets him inside the 40-meter line of IUP. Just about
Just put it right
11
there.
or 12 minutes to go in this first half. Anybody's game, 7-5 here in this semifinal.
1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 1.
Yes. Yes.
NC State, tap off the top. Sola.
Low tackles.
Just a little high, but Sola finds good bounce back there to get that ball set. Little tip pass coming on here. It looks like Swales going through.
Hands out, that's fine.
Swales gets a ball to the ground. Player trying to put down that. Defenders from IUP are over that ball looking to coach. NC State to make sure support runners are in good stead. Jablonski gets a hold of it.
No
Right
hands
to
out,
the 22
Black.
they go. Runners out to the left-hand
No release.
side. They pile over just a bit more. Another penalty not releasing against IUP.
They're
We're going to
10.
go quickly
They're
here.
10.
Jablonski sees some players. Jablonski gets there. Were they 10 as Ibrahim Harb from Jerusalem? The Palestinian player gets turned over there. Ball gets back to Trent Stalling. Taking the sideways route is the try scorer.
Advantage.
Moyer. He loses that one. Advantage here,
It's advantage.
however, to IUP. We'll see the ball eventually.
It's a whip tackle. Advantage.
They can make of this. RJ Beach again gets it out to the 22. Still advantage. How long the referee holds this one. This ball up to Ashway. Ashway finds a runner. They chip it in behind. Somehow it winds up back in the hands of Tyler Johnson.
Advantage over.
Go off the back there from Moyer.
Back.
Advantage is now
Yes.
over. They're about 30 meters out in their own line. A lot of work to do. They could have had the territory, but decided to hold the ball in hand. And it's paying off for them right now as Vincenzo Scott has a run. Ball out for Beach. Beach gets to Ashway. Ashway finds some defenders. Seems to have been a little flat-footed sometimes.
Crash!
Ball up there to Moyer.
I just find this one, leave it.
He loses the ground. Again looking.
Stay up.
Again a forward. This time McAnulty. He's done a lot of cleanup work as the first-year player.
Backwards.
Little tip pass doesn't go to hand. Winds up with NC State. NC State opportunity here. Should
Yes.
be fractured field. Jablonski just slows it down just a touch. It gets
No
the
hands
hard,
out, Black.
hard
Thank you.
powerful run.
Hold.
There's the 22 of the Crimson Hawks. Here is the big man, Sola. Sola on the reserve bench. You can see what kind of an impact he can make. Ball comes
gonna be a knock.
Just touch forward there. It looks like from Jablonski. Going to be a scrum here for IUP just outside their 22.
Shizola running right into the teeth of the defense for IUP.
Scrum.
Getting turned over.
Come down, boys.
Crimson Hawks reeling a little bit here.
Rob.
When they get the ball to their backs, you know, it's 7 sometimes. Players are a bit still when they get a hold of the ball because they're coming from a little bit of depth. And some of these players are just putting the ball just a bit flat-footed, not being able to pick up that momentum against this NC State team.
They've had some nice adventurous kicks early on. We saw a good box kick from Beach that was attacking.
The ball's
We
out.
saw
Yes,
a
play.
nice dribbling kick through. I think they need to mix it up a little bit, some of their attack.
They come off the side. That is Dominic Holmes.
Get back.
He's fine. Red hold. Red hold.
Messy scrum there. Good push from NC State, but winds up back with
Release. Release, man, release.
Moyer takes it in, but was a little bit isolated there. Able to recycle it. Waiting pot of forwards. Trying to punch
No,
some
that's a
holes
knock
in this
there.
Wolfpack defense, but ball
Scrum to
slipped
black.
forward, I believe.
Knocked it forward when you pull it.
IUP again.
So sorry, it's
See
red.
if NC
Sorry.
State can capitalize on a
Red.
powerful scrum they just set
Lost it
forward.
forward.
Push another one around.
That's the danger of running it out of your own end the way that IUP has seemed intent on doing. They've got some kicking ability. We saw it early on, but they've abandoned it and decided to really run it. You put that many phases together in your own end, you risk fumbling or losing the ball forward in a knock-on.
Set.
Hill. This one was just, sorry, the hand was out the other way, but it went to
Backwards.
NC State. Another slip ball by Ollie Swales, but he's going to take that one in.
Hands out.
Reverting to
Thank you.
flanker mode.
Back.
Mother makes fun of him just a bit because he moved from flanker to fly half when he came to America. Doesn't think he's as tough as he used to be. A little chip forward off the foot there from NC State. NC State turns it over to IUP. IUP outside of their own 40. IUP, ball comes back there. Fiscio stepping into that scrum half
Yes.
spot. Sure what future is at the moment. Maybe they just trade this when they can. Ball comes back there to Young. He's having trouble handling it, but he has it now. Or does he? Ball slips forward. He's frustrated. Scrum, IUP, great attacking position.
He's had a bit of a rough first half, a couple of mishandles there in the back end that have really given IUP some real estate. This is one of those. Dutch player hustling back. Thought he had his body in the right position, and if he was not going to catch it, he'd at least knock it backwards, but somehow it squirted forward and gives IUP some very valuable possession in tri-zone front court.
Hilversum in the Netherlands. Rugby Club, Hilversum.
Bind.
Early bind here.
Room off to the right here. Should Stalling decide who wants to have a go. They'll have their heads up for NC State.
Nah, we got driving up.
Pressure coming on, but free kick. And they're going to go quick here. Players
Got to be over here. I've got to
The
see it.
referee says, nope, come on, Mr. Stalling. You need to come back
Yes.
here, the junior marketing major.
Mid-Atlantic All-Star from last year.
Pop up there, ball into
Yes.
the hands
That's fine. That's fine.
of Mahalik. Look at Nolte. With a little tip pass in there. These can get dangerous if they go to hand.
Hold.
We've seen
Yes.
them make some ground early. Second time inside the 22. They came away with points the first. We'll see if Dominic Holmes can work
Red
his
is
way over.
fine. Red is fine.
Cannot.
Fine. Stay red. Yes.
Another pick and go. That's the player again. Moyer, he was looking for the line.
Black. Did not
savvy.
release that and give them that ball.
Penalty
It's
against
going to be
for
on the
not
5.
releasing it. NC State lucky to get away with that one.
Unfortunate, I think the sin there for IUP might have been too much support too quickly, kind of suffocating
This will
Moyer,
be
not
last play
letting
after
him
he
move
kicks it
around
out
on the
for lineup.
ground and get that ball released as quickly as he needed to. And
Last play.
unfortunately, it resulted in a penalty going the other
Let's
way.
do line. Let's do line.
Moyer doing a good carry
Last
here.
play.
Absolutely a great
Last play,
carry. It
boys.
takes 3 Wolfpack to bring him down, but his fight on the ground's got to be a little bit quicker. Late is what we call score the
Yep.
try. When you get tackled, you want to put that ball under your chest as though
Last
you're
play.
flopping over the try line. He stayed in that position a little bit too long before he fought it back.
Well taken.
That's
Jablonski
half.
Just kicks someone out. And we are going to go to halftime. And we are going to come back with some highlights and talk about the first half in this exciting Division II semifinal. IUP leads 7-5 over NC State. We'll be back with more action in just a minute.
All right, keep still. This is your mic.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have 7's rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we running. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side.
in our game. We play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
Since 1979, we've been searching for perfection. We've been thinking, sketching, and designing. We've been building, assembling, and strengthening. We've been cutting, shaping, and painting. We've created strength and beauty time and again. Our machines are made for one thing: the perfect hit. We are the crouch. We are the bind. We are the set. We are the squeeze. We are the hit. We are Rhino, home of the scrum.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we running. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can leave me.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Wild side.
And welcome back. We're here at Aviva Stadium. Referee Rachel Hill just having a bit of chat there with the IUP players. It is the Division II semifinal for National Collegiate Rugby here in beautiful Houston, Texas. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Principia versus Loyola University Chicago to be played later today. Make sure not miss that one. IUP is going to be running from left to right on your screen. From right to left will be NC State in the stripes. John Broker here with Pat Clifton. Pat Clifton, anybody's game right now.
Hold.
Tenzo, you're hit. Tenzo, you're hit.
Ball coming here for NC State.
Hands out. Thank you.
Better halftime chat to regather there. Just 2 points in it. NC State going to keep that one still tight. Off they come to Swale. Swales puts it around the back. Out to Young. The Netherlands, a couple little mistakes in the first half. He's going to want to make up for that. Certainly, you can see what quality of player he is. Big break coming on here big break across the 50. Huge coming from Chisola. Gloria Chisola offloads that one. Ball to the ground. They're going to have to clean this out. Have done. Good work by the Wolfpack. First head of steam we've seen all game. Really for the team. Ball up in the air. Nice little move there. That's Henry Jones. Henry Jones just 3 meters out from the IUP line. Momentum here. And Chisola, he hasn't been able to be stopped yet. Can he get the ball to the ground? Chisola held up right at the line there, but what a break from him.
Goal line dropout.
If Chisola can keep bringing like that the whole second half, I tell you, IUP is going to have their hands full. He is a hard charger. He runs straight, but he runs very hard. Congolese. You don't see a lot of Congolese players in American rugby, but Chisola representing very proudly and almost got a try there. Just absolutely no questions about him. Very direct, runs.
Goal line dropout into the hand of NC State. NC State on the attack again. Chisola on the shoulder, but can't get that one. Player off his feet there.
He had it.
Against for not releasing. Even though that player from IUP came off his feet, bit of a surprise.
It's a 50-50 call. In rugby, that's our version of what basketball has in the charge sometimes. You can't tell if the defender was there first and had a fair right to the ball, or if the support guy should have been able to get the clear ruck. That time was definitely a 50-50 call. NC State's not going to feel good about it. Nonetheless, the IUP Crimson Hawks picked up a lot of real estate on that one.
IUP with the opportunity with the line out early in the second half. 2 minutes gone. You get a good look at Henry Jones, part of that big break before. IUP 35 meters out from the line. Put that one up. It sails over the back. Knocked on by the IUP player. Ball in hand here for Piasek. Advantage is over. They put that one back. Ashway's going to get a hold of it. Players just flipping the ball around for both teams here. Ashway offloads it there into the hands of Brian Arnold. Brian Arnold offloads it. Across the 40-meter line they go. Back in the hands of IUP. Couple of messy exchanges there. Beach back in.
Advantage high. Advantage
away.
high.
High tackle advantage against NC State. Beach finds his runner. Mahalik takes that one in. Beach.
No.
Again,
Hands
gets
out,
that ball
Red.
up. It's in the hands of Jordan
Still playing that
Smith.
advantage tackle? High tackle.
Working away. Ball back
Advantage
in.
over.
And always
Advantage
looking for
over.
work there is Dominic Holmes, but that one rolls away. And it's going to roll
Time
into
out.
touch. Line out here. And while we have time, we're going to throw down to Tyler Doidge on the sidelines.
It's going to be a scrum to black. Scrum to black.
Head coach of
It was lost forward
IUP
in
here.
the tackle.
Your defense has been looking
Scrum to
strong.
black.
It was looking strong in the first half. What are you going to do to get the ball out of your territory and score some points?
I
Scrum's
think
going
if
to
we
be back
just
here.
limit the handling mistakes, we'll be fine. We keep trying to do a lot of different things with some switches, some loops that we haven't really done all year, trying to get to the space. NC State's is in our face. They're doing a great job getting behind our game line and making us make the tough decisions. So we talked about a lot of just limit the handling errors, keep ball in hand a little bit more, run downhill, get in their face, and
Straight.
limit the knock-ons. Really, if we keep ball in hand, I think we'll be fine.
It's definitely been an interesting match so far, and we look forward to the rest of the 80 minutes following up here. Thanks for joining us. Back to you guys.
Back in the right time here as we see Trent Stalling. IUP dangerous when they get in here. Ball to Tyler Johnson. They got it wide. Try coming potentially. Did he get it down?
Hold on. Time is up.
Assistant referee says yes. We'll get a number on that. I think it was Joey Kosnick, the captain.
All right.
Really nice pass there
First
by
off.
Tyler Johnson. That's not an easy skill. A lot of
Safe
times,
breath. Okay. Was there a
when that
clear
last pass seems open, not an easy one to put
put
away Tyler Johnson.
into touch? Into the try zone. Was it clear? Did he step out before touching it down? No. All right. I also see foul play. Did you see foul play?
No, I did not.
Okay. So I saw high tackle around the neck. Low force impact. Try has already been scored, so we're not going to penalize it. We're just going to give the try. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
All right. Time is back on. Try is scored.
Try awarded there. They thought there might have been a high tackle that creeped in. Never mind, it is a try there to that man, Joey Cosmic from Minneapolis, Pennsylvania, went to West Allegheny High School. Soccer and high school state champion. Going to try here in the semifinals at Aviva Stadium, Pat.
Kosniak contorting his body to be able to put that ball down just in the corner. Good defense from NC State, but great play by Kosniak. And just as we get done listening to IUP's head coach talk about all they got to do is clean up the handling, you see some really snappy handling from the Crimson Hawks, and they're over for their second try.
Opportunity to push this forward. We're at 12-5. Just 6 minutes into the second half. Plenty of time here for NC State. Still anyone's game, of course.
What's he doing in my plate?
Johnson.
10.
Brought the tee out for my kicker.
Nigel, I'm having trouble with this coach. I'm having referee. He's swearing at me. He's swearing at me. One in the gray with the hat. Closest one here now next to Allie.
And you heard that from the referee. You heard the referee come up and say that there's a coach on the sideline and she does not appreciate what they're saying to her. Respect has to be given to the referee here. NCR would demand that. I'm sure that will be addressed.
A little confrontation between the coaches there. One running out some water to his team, and it was just right next to the technical zone, and the other coach took issue with it.
Ben, why are you all in there?
State kicks off. IUP ball in hand.
It's fine.
Able to retrieve that one. 7 minutes gone in this second half. Young, not with sun in his eyes at this point, is going to take this. He is a good stepper. Turns around, looking for players to get it to. Able to get it recycled. Jablonski looking to get things going here for the Wolfpack. Wolfpack got the ball to Dewar. Dewar takes it into contact. Jablonski. Offsides advantage against IUP. Here they come. Shisola. Shisola doing what he's done so well, making some yardage for this team. Where is this hole going to open up here for the Wolfpack? And will it open up? We're going to come back for the penalty advantage. Dominic Holmes there nearly took that one away. See what the decision is here from NC State, but good opportunity coming to them.
Up to you.
Yeah, we'd like to go for post.
Can't help but notice a flurry of penalties are coming after the referee abuse discussion from Rachel Hill. I can actually hear the IUP coaches from the sideline. You got to recognize they're up here and calm down a little bit and let the players get back to deciding the game on the field.
You were totally fine. It was the other side that was driving up, and the AR just called it in. Okay? You're doing fine driving straight now. Just got to get everybody else to drive straight, and I am watching for both sides too. Okay?
And that could be trouble, Pat. I mean, you know, IUP gets on the wrong side of the ref, subconsciously even, with some abuse from the coach. Very difficult for your team.
I have some first-hand experience from my younger days, I'd like to think.
Jones here in Aviva. Didn't hit that one. Come back. It's going to be a 22 drop here for IUP.
22, sorry, 22. It's 22. Yep, it's 22. It's 22.
The referee adjusting to the new law like everybody else. We've had a few months. See where they decide to go.
IUP really was holding all the momentum.
That one, a human development major.
The Crimson Hawks were really on the advantage. They were moving. They were able to move the ball wide. We just saw them score a try not that long ago. And that little kerfuffle between the coaches and then with the referee and back-to-back penalties has sapped everything that they've got. It's taken all their wind out of their sails, and now a cheap turnover back to NC State is going to keep them playing defense in their own end.
Hold. Hold.
Little mistake there by Beach. So right in the center of the field with 22, we're going to have a scrum for NC State. Great attacking opportunity as we just about 10 minutes into this second half.
Easy, it doesn't matter. Just try your best, yeah?
Time is on.
My fault. Oh, we'll do it again.
Both props.
Switch
Zola
to round.
Dragon straight, please.
Maybe one
Thank
out.
you. Crouch. Bind.
Look at clean tap and go to me. Not sure what the call was, but if I'm NC State, I'm looking for Shazola. He's had some really hard carries. They could be lethal down here.
There's that number 12, Damien Piasecki, the Argentine-born player. Swales moves it out to the wing. Swales gets it back. Swales gets it to the ground. Ollie Swales recycles, ball up there into the hands of Scudder. Ben Scudder, haven't seen a lot of them ball in hand with a flanker. That means he's doing the hard work. Here's Shazola. Shazola doesn't need as much of a head of steam as you might think. Players coming over for NC State, able to recycle this one. They're close. They can see it. They want this 5 points. Do the Wolfpack. IUP working with everything they have to deny this. To the ground. Have to be careful. Strong poach game here from the Crimson Hawks. As you see right there, they poached that one away. Ball down to Vincenzo Scott. Opportunity goes begging there for NC State. Kick that one. Crimson Hawks players have the opportunity. Moving off sides call we're going to come back for. Assumedly against NC State. And what a missed opportunity, Pat, for this
When you kicked it, was already
Wolfpack
across
team.
the line, so you have to be behind the 22 when you kick it.
Against this very stiff IUP defense, trips to the 22 do not come very easy.
No, I can't do
You
that.
can't let them get away.
No.
And that's exactly what NC State has done here. They let two get away in the opening minutes of the second half. As the clock starts to tick, we still have plenty of rugby left, but just how many of those trips are you going to get in this last half hour? They start to become more and more precious.
The kicker there.
Black 5, sub, black 5.
Tyler Johnson has been moving the ball around for them.
Black 5, sub.
Change coming in for IUP as we wait for
Time is
this
off.
line out to them.
Look at the mark.
Time is on.
IUP bringing the player down the front. Didn't
Not
look
straight.
straight from here. Didn't look
Scrum
straight to the
line up.
referee either. Opportunity and choice here
On the
for
15.
NC State.
Some real missed opportunity here, I think, for the Crimson Hawks in the line out. When you got a guy like Moyer who's 6'7", he's got a couple inches on anybody from the opposition. That's a real opportunity when you have that with a target. They've struggled to get that platform going.
And we're going to go down to Tyler Deutsch again. Tyler, what's happening?
Crouch. Bind.
With me.
The frustration over on the NC State side here is starting to build. They're having the territory game, but they're not able to convert. They're putting the pressure on, but IUP is too strong on their own goal line. We'll see here if they'll be able to hold them out here through the rest of the game because it is looking strong here. We'll see if they have the gas mileage to go with the gas. Back to you guys.
No, hands out, black.
Work there
Thank
from
you.
NC State to move that ball wide. Thank you, Tyler. Nice movement through the hands as they're putting the ball into David Ogden. You see the shadow of the post right there here at beautiful Aviva Stadium. Is there room out wide now? It's not going to materialize. We're going to have to clean this one off. Referee Hill has been quite consistent about those quick calls. Ball comes up into the hand of Samuel Wise.
You're fine, Black. Hold.
Sorry, it was Grayson Broom in for NC State. They're on with the wrong team there. NC State still on the roll. Ball alive. There, the post. Ball again to Ogden.
He's fine.
Wide they go. Little kick pass attempt. Doesn't go to hand. Winds up with Fischio. Santino Fischio. No problem with that ball. Seen a lot of him today. Fischio from McDonald, Pennsylvania.
Hands in.
Hands in against NC State. Going to come back to IUP.
Stop. Enough.
Talk about these possessions getting precious. Someone's got to communicate that throughout the Wolfpack team there. Each of these every time they bring it in, they've got to get that ball a little stickier to the hands and a little bit stickier to the underarms as they carry it.
Check, please.
That's now 3 trips in the first 15 minutes into the attacking 22, and they've come back pointless each time.
So
NC State's really
you
got
had
to
your
buckle
hands
down
in
and
because that
turn
ruck was still
pressure into
continuing even though
points.
they're peeling out. Okay.
So I have to wait till they're all out.
Yes, you
Back
gotta
in the build
wait.
as we're about
Yes. Till
15
no one is
minutes
engaging
into
you.
this second half. National Collegiate Rugby
Thank you.
Division
That's what I
II
have.
semifinal.
Yes.
This time we saw IUP use Moyer as a lifter.
Yes.
They do it again.
Good defensive work there from NC State. Going to have to reset this one as they post
That's
away that
fine.
line out.
Yes. That was a clear ruck.
Double
Clear release.
clear out there
Release
from
back.
IUP, but
Take a
NC
step.
State able to get it back.
Yes.
Both teams contesting
Hands
heavily
out.
to
Hands
breakdown.
out, please. Thank you. Yes.
Kowalski gets it to Shisola. IUP lining up to
Yes.
double and
That's
triple
fine.
team him.
Backwards. Backwards.
I see breakdown again. Players coming over from every direction, but finally whistle goes against NC State.
Let's go, boys.
IUP doing a good job getting
Very
over the top
quick
of
on
that
that.
ball. Yep, she was. I know you love your rucks, John, on that one, and a fair play there, but IUP was able to get in and sneak in, get just over the top of that ball, had enough of their hand on it in order to get the call, but can't find touch here. I will dribble in. So IUP, another big, this is a huge line out for them. Moyer, 6'7", very mobile, a sevens player. Let's see if they put him up in the air, use him as a target. We've seen him use him as a lifter these last handful of lineouts. I think IUP's just got to drill down and have proper skill in executing this line out and quit trying to trick the Wolfpack.
It's gonna be theirs. It's gonna be black. It's gonna be black.
The IUP fans
red,
in
red,
the audience
red.
here in the
Take a step.
stands.
You're in my.
That'll be
Nope,
the stadium.
Right there. Yes.
Attacking opportunity for their Crimson
Yes.
Hawks. Steve Cohen, founder of NCR, in the middle of the
Thank
shot
you.
there. NC State able to take it away again.
Hands out.
Deep inside their own
In
zone.
from the side.
Referee calls an IUP player in from the side. Opportunity
Time off.
for
Time
NC
off.
State to push this one
Take your
downfield with
minute.
a player down.
Medic. Medic.
Boys, I know we're tied here.
NC State, I know that player looks like he's in a lot of discomfort, but the Wolfpack
Take your
just had a
time,
really
medic is coming.
positive thing happen. Getting this turnover, and they're going to be able to clear their lines and go back on the attack. IUP, it can be really punishing if there's a set piece that you just can't win. Because if you, especially if it's a line out and you're kicking to touch and you're gaining territory and you're picking up 20, 30 meters, but you just can't get possession back, that can really be draining and sapping. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from the Crimson Hawks. Some big potential scoring opportunities going uncapitalized.
Player being attended to here for NC State.
Yes.
They already have one critical player. Max
7
maybe had
red
to
off.
leave the field
7
early.
red. We're having you a sub. We're having you a sub. No.
Cam Wilson will be leaving the field. Grayson Broom in 19 will come on.
See what happened here.
We're gonna wait till he gets off for time to start.
Tell how he got hurt,
Trace.
but
Trace.
tell you, sometimes on those 50-50 calls, is it a charge, is it a block? You can watch the same play 3 or 4 times and get a different call, and it is very contentious in these breakdowns, and players are making it very difficult on the referee with
Time
their
is on.
speed to the breakdown.
Go ahead.
Nobody wants to leave the field in these types of matches. The semifinal, the penalty there. NC State pushes it down. They're inside the 40-meter line of IUP, of their own zone to field, excuse me. To the front they go. Swales gets it to Shisola. Shisola eventually taken down by Lane Walls. Move again.
Advantage.
Good
High.
work by Young. high tackle advantage. Wasn't held either, so he's able to keep going. We'll see where NC State goes with this one. NC State runners across the field. Ogden takes that one in. Shisola looking to make a big break here, but can't quite found it. The IUP defense, aware of what he's up to, get the ball into the hands.
Hi.
Piasecki. We're going to come back to that penalty for a high tackle against IUP, Pat.
That's a costly one. You know, just reading the field here, looking at some of this body posture, NC State is gassing a little bit. The Wolfpack in the first half hour were bringing all the intensity and all the physicality to the breakdown. They were the ones being the menace at the ruck.
There's that mark.
And we've seen that flip here in the second half. IUP's got the energy. They're the ones bringing it to the breakdown.
Yeah, right about there.
And NC State's got to dig deep, find some energy here to close out the final 20 minutes of this if they want to punch their ticket to the Division II final.
Jones pushes it downfield again inside the IUP half. It will be an NC State lineout.
And if you're IUP, you just got to not give them 20, 30 meters at a time. Make them earn those 20, 30 meters. Could be in a little bit, calm down the aggression in the breakdown and in the tackle.
Yes, I'm happy with it.
Referee says that's good. Jablonski moves it out. A little bit of work to do there. Swales. Ball up to Ogden. Ogden. Good work to bring that ball back. Gets to Jablonski. Gets to, sorry. Shisola again. Shisola steps a couple.
Backwards, play. I'm happy,
to the ground, but it was okay. Ibrahim Harb. Jablonski. Pass out.
Hold. Hold. Yes.
Big contact coming in from IUP, but NC State able to recycle one more time. There's the big man, Ibrahim Harb, Stydian player. Across they come to Swales. Swales unleashes a runner, going to come in and clean that one up himself.
Advantage offside.
Bristol, England, Bath youth player. Ball up here to Young. Young finally gets a little space. He's going to look to offload it, but ball's going to squirt forward.
Advantage gain.
Come back for another penalty, however. IUP doing themselves no favors at the moment, Pat.
That's right. I mean, NC State, they're going to pick up another 30, 40 meters here, depending on the kick. They didn't necessarily earn, that IUP is just gifting them. Rewind here a couple minutes. You can start to add up the meters on just this drive alone that IUP is conceding here to NC State. Other than the penalties, the Wolfpack are not getting much purchase. So cut out, reel in the indiscipline, and the Crimson Hawks will be just fine.
Ball doesn't go to touch. IUP gets down, but taken into touch eventually, so it will wind up.
Captains.
NC State ball right where they wanted it to be.
Red ball.
You ready, boys?
Great cover there, play there by the Wolfpack.
There for IUP.
Yes. Yes, that's fine. I'm happy with it. Cleared out.
Ball up there to NC State. NC State taking the ball in. They move it out there. It's into the hands of Perry. Perry moves it out. Young. Waiting set of forwards there for NC State.
Black, take a step.
NC State
Take
again inside the 10 meters of IUP. Can they come away with points this time? They go wide to Swales. Swales shows the one. Swales looks for a break. Swales gets a half break. On the line they are. Ibrahim Harb. There's a lot of person to take down. Harb gets to the 5-meter line. Looking to see who can make this happen. Ball goes in behind. Ogden winds up with it. David Ogden, the electrical engineering major from Port Ireland. Ball gets wide. Players just a little isolated, but can he find it? Players piling in. Offsides. They're going to go quick here through Jablonski. Jablonski hit not 10 inside the 5-meter line. We'll see what they decide to do. The referee is going to hold off here. Looks
16?
like we gave a card.
15. 15. It's just too many penalties in the red zone. Too many penalties in the red zone.
Absolutely costly error there from IUP. Brian Arnold, the one being shown the card. He's putting a lot of good work for IUP. Going down a man. See if the Wolfpack can finally take advantage.
Black is fine.
Wolfpack looking at the line there, piling up, queuing up, looking for the tri-zone. Ball out into the hands of Harb. Harb, he's looking at the line. Lonsky goes a little wider with this one. Where can they go? It's Swales again. He gets a bit of a messy pass.
No,
Able
you
to
picked up with
move
that
himself
ball.
forward, but did he roll? The referee has said indeed he has. And another trip into the 5-meter line for NC State. Not coming away with points.
You know the old, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop commercial? How many IUP mistakes is it going to take for the Wolfpack to find the tri-zone? It is penalty after penalty, getting tackled out of bounds, turnover after turnover, and here's yet another, well, it could have been a potential break for NC State, but they just haven't been able to capitalize and put any of these pressure into points.
No quick.
That time just crawling a little bit too much on the ground, ball in hand. You got to let go of that one, also holding on to the defender at the same time.
Man, I'm sorry. I thought that's the rule. If you bounce before it goes out off the penalty, it should be out. It didn't go out on the full.
Nope, not on penalties.
What's front?
Yes.
Stalling, puts that one in up front. They get across halfway. IUP, great work to keep that one in for the Crimson Hawks. Beach finds a runner. At the 40, they've got runners across the field. See if they can get ahead of steam this time. Nice line.
It's fine. He released.
IUP on the move now. Come off the left-hand side through Beach.
It's fine. No.
Big tackle comes in. Ball available. Beach again. Looking for the little offload and get it. Did it slip forward? It did. It's going to be NC State scrum here inside the 40-meter line of their own half.
Yes.
IUP able to reverse the field here with a man down. It's a good result for the Crimson Hawks.
I still can't
Going to take a
hear you.
converted score here from NC State, so that's got to be running through their head. Still plenty of time to get. Still plenty of time to get multiple scores here, but you see IUP, we got a lot of hands on knees here, getting tired. RJ Beach done a lot of work for the Crimson Hawks.
Up. Wasn't comfortable with that. We're gonna reset it here, get a little bit more stability in there for you boys.
Referee Hill to set us down again.
Crouch. Bind.
8-man.
IUP fans enjoying everything here in Aviva Stadium, home of the Houston SaberCats and MLR. Free kick for NC State. They kicked one of these out on the full previously. We'll see what they decide to do with this one.
It's a tap and go. Yes, it's a tap and go. Tap and go.
Swales, ball in hand, gives it to Harb. Harb makes a few yards. Player not rolling away from IUP. Now a full arm penalty. They can move this down and go for the line out.
Right back to it. This IUP defense has to rein it in. Now 2 penalties mounting back on the other side of that score. I'm sorry, on the other side of that yellow card. So they're down a man. The trend is going the wrong way for them.
What was that?
Teams digging it deep here.
Hold. Red 3, sub. Red 3, sub.
Change coming in for NC State. Harb will be going off.
I don't
surprised to be called off. Harb putting in some good work there, some hard carries.
I have 2 minutes
Good
on
work in
that
the
card.
scrum. He wanted to play a little more.
Whoa, time is not on. Time is not on.
Nice line out. However, the referee says time wasn't on. We're going to come back and start again.
Time is on. I have a minute 30 on that yellow card. Sorry, minute 30.
The Referee saying that yellow card for IUP still out. So only a minute and a half for Wolfpack to take advantage of that as they get the ball to Shisola. He passes that one away. Good tackle comes in from Holmes. Jablonski looking again, finds Swales. They're going to find some space in the middle of the field. Good work, NC State. Come in and clean that one up.
Hands out. Fine.
Forwards waiting. No forward momentum on these
Back.
pods
Advantage
of forwards
offsides.
for NC State at the moment as they get the ball to
Advantage
Shisola.
offsides.
On the back, there was no advantage there to
Penalty.
Shisola, but it was an offsides against IUP. NC
30
State a
seconds on the
chance
yellow,
to
30
move
seconds
it
on the
down
yellow.
into the IUP 22.
Really like
Time is
Rory
off.
Shisola showing a little second dimension to his game. He came
30
out, his
seconds left
first
on the
5, 6, 7 carries were 100-mile-an-hour
On the card,
fastballs
on the
right down the
card.
middle. Then his last 2 or 3 touches were tip passes. Nice change-ups, and then right before the whistle was blown there, he was blazing and ready to run right through that Wolfpack
I still got
defense.
about 9
So
minutes.
I was starting to wonder if he'd
9
gotten
minutes.
hurt, but I think he was just throwing a few change-ups to get
Time check.
lull
No,
that IUP
68.
defense into
Yeah, but
take
see,
a
no,
little
she's
bit of
saying
rest.
we're at 11.
Not gang tackling
She's
quite as
at
well as
9.
they have so far.
68-31. 68-31 is the correct.
Oh, that's fine.
So
That's fine.
there, yeah.
Okay, good.
My clock is off. That's why I'm looking at that. Yeah. Yes. 30 seconds. All righty, boys. Time is on.
Referee just conferring about time in the game and for the yellow card. NC State still with the penalty. NC State finds it inside the 22. Will be their line out. Great attacking
you.
position. But time, Pat, starting
Red,
to work against this
we are inside
Wolfpack
the
team.
22. We are inside the 22. We are
Certainly
inside.
is. But I don't think that IUP is going to get their 15th man back before this line out. So still a little bit of an advantage to work
Card
with.
can come on next stoppage. Card can come on next stoppage.
Next stoppage, she just confirmed. So this is it, Wolfpack. This is probably your best chance to punch one in up a man this close to the try line.
NC State tips that one back, not clean. Goes through the legs of the fly half.
Back.
Able to recover. They're just outside the 22 now. They send Ogden in. Ball a little wider now. Look for the little wraparound. They're going to hang on to it. Piaseki's going to come in. Young goes for that little kick again. Goes for another kick. It's Young. Young inside the 22.
No.
Young in the try zone. Young try
No try is
awarded.
scored.
5 points
No
there
try
to the
is scored.
Wolfpack.
Captain.
No try is scored.
I'm not sure what we've got here, but it looks like she's going to give Young the card.
No,
I thought he was
it's
gonna
not
award him a try,
that.
and she's gonna award
Led
him a-
shoulder into head. Yellow.
Wow.
No try. Penalty.
Boy, that's difficult. I think she is
Yellow
telling
card, black
Young
yellow
that as the
card
ball
can come
carrier, it is his responsibility to dictate where his shoulder
It'll
makes
be game.
contact with somebody else's head.
Hold on. Matt,
See if he
correct.
does it. He went
Time
straight
is
at
done.
11.
Time is full.
Lowered his shoulder.
Hold.
I gotta say, I
Time
think
is
it is
full.
on the wing there.
I have
think
time
it's
is full.
on
Yes.
Joe Kosnick to get lower. I think that the penalty could have gone very much the other way, and really unfortunate break there for the NC State Wolfpack.
That's what I have.
Maybe an extended
I
arm
agree,
here. Does he get
completely
that elbow
there,
out?
Pat.
Huh? Is that clock off?
No, 69-51. We still have 10 minutes.
They told me the wrong score.
Okay, no, yeah, it was 68-31 when I told you. It's 69-51, so let them redo it.
Okay.
And we're just going to play on. Guys, there's 10 minutes left. So
Sorry.
you get your kick back.
Sorry, boys. I was told wrong time in my ear. We still have 10 minutes. We still have 10 minutes.
the ball back in?
Yes, you get
I
ball
think
back.
Rachel Hill's doing a great job of managing this game for the most part.
That's
That
what I
call
thought.
right there was maybe
That's
a
what
tough
I
one, but
thought.
like we said, it's bang, bang.
Apologies.
Here we go again.
No.
Really
No.
face-to-face
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna
contact almost.
reset.
And I think that the
I was
onus
told
was on
wrong
the
time in my
defender
ear.
to get low and bring his shoulders low. Could have been a high tackle for sure the other way.
It's ours.
Yeah.
Agreed. Defender needed
It's still
to
10 minutes
bring
left.
their body height down for that
Wrong time was put in
tackle.
my ear. We were told
Young
time.
did well just to
Everybody keeps
regather
looking
the
at that
ball
one, so that's
here.
why. Okay, we still have 10 minutes, boys.
You know, he braces
Apologies.
for contact,
Apologies.
plows through. He
10
does
minutes.
exactly what I think you'd be
Yes.
coached to do.
Yes, right here.
It's a tough break.
Time is on. We still got 10
How does
minutes.
NC State react? Now they're down a man. The tables have turned quite a bit.
I need my number 4 to really have that time, please, and thank
10
you.
minutes to go. IUP ball.
Thank you.
I mean, that's really a consequential call. There's no way to slice that cake any differently. It could be the game. It could be the game changer. But the Wolfpack have to find a way to zoom out from that and find the next job. And that's stealing the ball at this liner.
They've done just that a lot this game. They've taken away those lineouts. Shasola, you see, gets the ball to Piasecki. Piasecki, little step. He's going to take it into contact.
Unintentionally, but hands in rock. So unintentionally, but
Appreciate
hands
the
in rock.
change up there from Shasola, but I think what NC State needs is another one of those 100-mile-an-hour fastballs off the end of this penalty here. And him carrying the ball hard into the teeth of that IUP defense. He's been their best key to unlock it so far this game.
At the 22, NC State's going to run it.
Hands out. Thank you. Yes.
Ball waiting forward. Makes it over the ground this time. Shasola gets the ball in behind him. Swales. It gets it to the outside center.
Nope. Hands up. There we go. You're fine. You're fine.
Poster right in front of him. Another opportunity here. Swales steps back in.
Hands out, Black.
Swales may be isolated.
Yes.
By support players to get in there. Adjusting to the referee's relatively quick
hands out. No.
Interpretation around the breakdown. NC State right in front of the post, down by 7, 8 minutes to go. Ball to Shasola. He's going to drive his way towards the line. He's been over the line, but held up previously. IUP.
9. You're in from the side.
Comes in strong and forces the penalty against Jablonski. Coming in from the side for that
have to come through that gate.
Yeah, Gloria Shazola, he was up actually in the point looking like he was going to take that pass about 2 or 3 phases before he actually did touch the ball. Then he reaches down to his shoe. It was almost like he found something in his shoe that was causing a lot of discomfort. Limped around a couple phases and then took that last carry flat-footed, and the result is a big IUP turnover.
7:30 left. Thank you. That's what I have.
7.5 minutes to go in this Division II semifinal. You said winner of this plays the winner
We've got
of
7:30
Principia
left.
College versus Loyola University of Chicago to take place at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern today.
Yes.
IUP goes to the front of the line out, but it goes back into the hands of an NC State player.
I want hands out.
And if the player hands in too quickly for IUP, NC State quickly gets it in a touch. They know the time they have to work with here, and they're right at the 22 of IUP. Can they find the try zone on this effort? It certainly has not been for lack of trying in this half.
NC State's lineout has operated much better than IUP's this game. I haven't really seen a maul yet, but I think this is a good opportunity for it, should the Wolfpack have it in their arsenal.
No, not straight.
Unfortunate, not straight for them. The pressure just creeps in. Scrum coming for IUP. 6 minutes to go in this contest.
It's actually an opportunity here for the Wolfpack. They've been ascended in this scrum all day.
You are outside your 22.
The yellow card is playing fullback, so it's not consequential in this set piece. See if the Wolfpack can steal one against the head and keep their championship hopes alive.
Bind. Set.
IUP, steady scrum at their own 22. Run it from their zone as they have chosen to most of this game. Just over the line they go.
It's fine.
Get with the margin.
Good defense coming up from the Wolfpack.
Enough.
Wrapped around there from Beach, always going to have a run. Finds a runner to offload to. He slipped but taken. Haven't seen that much of Colton Moyer in this half, but he comes into that one. Puts in a little bit of a specious pass. Walls gets a hold of that. IUP again running from their own 22. Not content with trying to play territory this late in the game. They are up a player. Holmes steps into the distributor spot, gets it out to Ashway, gets it out to Moyer. Looking to find that outside edge. NC State trying to turn these over, can't find it. playing right at the 22. Clock just ticking away on the Wolfpack at this point.
Back, Red.
It'll be a long 5 minutes if IUP's going to try to run the clock out the whole way.
Back, you're up.
Hold.
Go down.
There's the break that IUP is looking for. Will this make a difference? The player will be run down by Dewar. Dewar's going to come in. They're going to hold him up. We have a high tackle advantage, it looks
high.
like.
We got advantage.
Playing with advantage is IUP. Now at the 40-meter line of the Wolfpack.
High.
Chip Norwood will come back for the penalty.
Run pause.
From IUP, I'm opting for a scrum.
Thank you.
There's
Four.
no question
Four.
about it. The lineout has been an absolute adventure
4 minutes.
all day. Great. Absolutely good backbreaking play
4
here
minutes.
from the reserve
4.
hooker coming on. Huge
Let's
break.
go.
And if NC State is not
Let's
able
go.
to make
Let's go.
quite the march in the other direction, that could have proven to be the backbreak.
IUP chooses to go quick. They find a runner. Another big tackle comes in. Again, another high tackle. It's going to be down to 13 for the Wolfpack,
Captain.
it looks like.
That's 2 high tackles right in a row. This one's really seat belt across the neck. Gotta have it.
That
Can't
spells
have it.
trouble,
That
Pat,
is
with
just
3 minutes
tough.
to go.
Hold.
I can feel the complaint email
Captain, feel
already
free to
being
talk to your
drafted from the
players to
NC
get them
State
down,
Wolfpack.
okay?
That might have been
Hold.
clean, but their first yellow card, definitely dubious. And was
Yes.
very consequential. It looked like a try. Took 7 points off the board
Matt, do
for
you
NC
confirm?
State.
No.
Took a player off the field, and now they're playing down 2 men in the waning minutes.
27.
of
76
the
27.
semifinal. Boy, what a story it would be if they were able to come back, though, huh, John?
Ready?
It would be impressive. Down 2 players, they could make that happen.
Rock him.
Doesn't look like he wants to get into that.
Hey, David.
Good counter luck coming. Is there going to be a penalty here? Is there an injured player here? Beach is down, and he is injured.
Lay on your back.
Like a fairly bad injury, Pat.
Breaking for Beach. I mean, he's a senior. He's one of their absolute best players. You're in the waning moments. You feel like the result is in hand, and you could hear him just say audibly that he thinks his ankle's broken. That is a gut-wrenching way to potentially end your senior campaign and to end your rugby career. But if there is a silver lining, it's that his Crimson Hawk teammates, if they're able to hold on to it. There's a silver lining to being on crutches. You might as well be watching your team playing a national championship game, I suppose. Let's hope for the best that his self-diagnosis was a little off and that RJ Beach has some more rugby to play this weekend in Houston.
The senior human development major from New Kensington, Pennsylvania. Went to Burrell High School. We hope the best for him. Good rugby honors, 2021 All-American, Mid-Atlantic All-Star. They were 7th national champions were IUP. And he was in the golf top 150.
He's in my top 1 from this game. I thought he really is the MVP for IUP. There's a case to be made for Colton Moyer. Some of the impact plays he made early on, taking a restart, a big carry for a try. But RJ Beach, especially, it's hard to imagine right now, but the first half hour of this game, IUP had their heels on their own try line, and I think he really lifted him up. He was the guy with his finger around the bootstraps doing the pulling in that first half. Fantastic performance for him. Really tough way to leave the field.
Yeah, it certainly is. He has had a great game. And we were talking about how he was so active around the breakdown there, offensively and defensively. He's just keeping those defenses guessing when he had the ball, and likewise just running the show, keeping his teammates aware of what was going on defensively. Great work from the 22-year-old. Unfortunate.
Oh, you can see his ankle is just not pointing the right direction. That is really unfortunate. I think his diagnosis is spot on. Yeah, you guys aren't seeing what we're seeing on a side replay, but unfortunately, I think RJ Beach his rugby's going to be done this weekend. He's got a pretty brutal break in his leg, it looks like.
Good medical team here at Aviva Stadium. And while they attend to this great young player, we're just going to step away for a commercial.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have Sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Wild
side. In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
Since 1979, we've been searching for perfection. We've been thinking, sketching, and designing. We've been building, assembling, and strengthening. We've been cutting, shaping, and painting. We've created strength and beauty time and again. Our machines are made for one thing: the perfect hit. We are the crouch. We are the bind. We are the set. We are the squeeze. We are the hit. We are Rhino, home of the scrum.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have Sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again. And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have Sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy.
Welcome back to Aviva Stadium. This is the National Collegiate Rugby Division II semifinal between Indiana University of Pennsylvania and NC State. Ronald R.J. Beach, after a storming game at scrum half, is leaving the field with an unfortunate injury. Pat and I wish our best, along with everybody on our crew, to the young man. And we are getting ready with a couple minutes left to get underway. NC State, Pat, really up against it.
Absolutely, IUP. Just a couple more minutes here to close this thing out. Attend to their friend RJ Beach. Make sure he's good. He's got all the milkshakes and soda pops he needs as he recovers from that.
It's gonna be straight out.
Ball in.
Straight out.
Squirts out the side.
Let's reset.
Players up here
Reset.
for IUP, so opportunity
Reset.
here with just 3 minutes to
Reset.
go. Possibly to even extend this lead a bit more.
Lower, guys.
Keep that space,
Looks
boys.
like Young's back on the field.
Crouch.
The fullback
Bind.
might
Keep
be
the
down to
space.
just 14 men now. NC State.
Nope.
Young is back on.
Make sure I'm bind. I see that space, boys. We've been good all game. Keep that space. So, all of you guys coming too close in.
We have a new hooker here, so just make
Okay.
sure.
So just keep that space just a little bit more, both of you. Okay. All right. Let's reset that. There we go. Good. Crouch.
Referee
Bind.
getting a late scrum
Better.
set here. IUP, one player up.
Set.
Young back on
Hold.
the field.
Hold.
Pressure from NC State, but they're coming through okay. Ishio again plays in that receiver position. Knock-on coming. A late opportunity here for the NC State Wolfpack.
Jog it in. Come on, let's go.
Wolfpack still
Wolfpack,
just one score
last
down here.
chance here.
Coach, get low.
That's right, 60 meters to go.
Crouch.
Can you find glory?
Bind.
Can you find some space? Rewrite this story. Had a try stolen from them.
Off they go through Swales. Swales looking for some room. Swales into contact. Sola
No, hands out. Thank you.
himself. Blonsky leaves it away. Is there a piece of magic to tie this up in the NC State Wolfpack arsenal? Blonsky again. One more time. Big
Hands up.
tackle coming in on Ogden. Chenzo Scott. Blonsky gets a little wider this time to Blonsky. Looking to break through a couple of players, trying to dig that away. Able to recycle. Coach has been strong for this IUP team. Across the line, go. NC State, a little movement here as we're at 1 minute on the game clock. Referee may have a little extra
Black, you're
time.
off your feet.
Coached away by IUP, but too
Gotta
quick,
keep that
so
beat.
penalty opportunity here for the
You got 20
Wolfpack.
seconds.
Pat, what are the options?
Well, I think you got to tap it and run it here. Maybe a line out if you feel good, but they're going to run it. I think that's the right call.
That wide there, they're still down a player, so have to be careful. Tackle in from IUP.
Go straight.
Up to Ogden. Ogden,
Black, hands out.
ever ready to run.
Use.
Ball up to Shisola. Shisola looking for somebody to pass to and finds.
Knocked.
The ball slips forward. A referee looks at her watch. And that is
Last
the end of
forward.
our semifinal, where
was last
IUP
forward.
has taken a 12-5
switches everything.
semifinal championship. They'll play the winner of Principia Loyola Chicago.
Well done.
And we're going to
Can't
step
tell you how
away,
happy
and
I
we are
am
going
with
to
that
come back in
performance.
just a little bit with another small college semifinal between Wayne State and the Catholic University of America. IUP headed to the finals on Sunday. This is National Collegiate Rugby Championship weekend. We'll be back.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have Sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming.